Hello friends, welcome to our channel Creating Essence. I am Megan. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I am sharing with you all today a recipe that I've been promising since I think June. Things with this little one have a way of just making things take a little longer than expected. So I'm finally getting around to sharing my lemon blueberry zucchini muffins with you all today. We have here the last of our zucchini, some lemons. I don't know if I'll need all of them, some blueberries. We have more in the freezer if we need them, but this is the basis of our recipe. I'm going to be making two versions, regular with unbleached all-purpose flour, and gluten-free. I'm making it exactly the same, but I substitute Bob's Red Mill in equal parts for the all-purpose flour. It has worked very, very well for us. A lot of times these things can be dry or not have a great texture. I believe because they're zucchini based, the zucchini adds so much moisture, it really helps even the gluten-free muffins work well. So I'm only gonna show you one version. I'm gonna put the flour in, and then I'll show you the end result of both of them so you can see what the gluten-free looks like compared to the regular. You can do this by hand with a grater. I just use the shredding side of my disc here. Put it in the food processor. I'm gonna shred up all of these zucchini, and any extra that I have left over, I will put in the freezer. I'm gonna give each of these zucchini a rinse. Now that they're all dried off, I'm just gonna cut the ends off of each one. Cut them half, thirds, whatever. If they're small enough that they'll fit through the food processor without slicing, I'll just cut the ends off. Put these ends in the chicken bucket because they will love them. All right, now that it's all shredded, we need to strain it because zucchini has a whole lot of extra liquid in it. I'm gonna put colander in there. I'm gonna line it with a cheesecloth. I'm gonna dump all this zucchini in there. We will let it strain by itself to start with while we get the rest of the batter mixed up until it's time to add the zucchini. We're gonna start by preheating the oven to 375. And in this bowl, we're gonna add 3 eggs. Followed by 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, the zest of 2 lemons, 1 cup of butter or oil. You can use coconut oil or avocado oil if you're dairy free. Giovanna says use butter. Always butter. Then we're just gonna mix this until it's thoroughly combined. And now we're gonna finish straining this zucchini because it's time to add it in. This is where the cheesecloth comes in handy. I just pull up the corners of it and squeeze it all down. We've already had some of the liquid strain out by itself, but this, you can twist it if you like. I prefer to just kind of hold it tight and squeeze it because everything drains down to the bottom. That's pretty good. Now we're gonna add 2 cups of this shredded zucchini, kind of packed in there to make sure it's actually 2 cups. And here. Now that the zucchini is all mixed in, we can start adding dry ingredients. 3 cups, 1 teaspoon salt, half teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna mix this all together. When it looks all thoroughly combined, I like to go in there with a spatula and make sure that there are no hidden dry spots with any bits of flour on the sides or in the bottom. Looks good. Now we're going to add 1 cup of blueberries. Mix those in just until they're kind of mixed throughout. Give it another kind of turn over with a spatula. Make sure everything's combined well. I have oiled this muffin tin with olive oil. You can use cupcake liners, whatever oil of your choice. And I'm just going to put a heaping spoonful of batter into each one. And now I've mixed a 1/4 cup of sugar with the zest of another lemon, and we're just going to sprinkle this over the top of each muffin. This adds a little bit extra lemon flavor, but it also makes a really nice crispy crust on the top of each muffin. That is a texture we really like. I did not use even close to all of this up because I will be making a second batch, like I mentioned at the beginning, and that will probably cover that as well. So if you're only making one recipe, it's really about 1/8 of a cup of sugar. Now we're gonna put these in the oven for about 23 minutes. Giovanna hopes you all are enjoying her sweet baby noises as she sings you the song of her people and naps in the ring sling. Baby noises are some of the best noises on the planet. All right, both kinds of muffins are done. They look delicious, and they really don't look that much different. I did a half batch of the gluten-free and a full batch of the regular. That's why they look a little bit different. But if you look at the inside, they look fluffy and moist and delicious, just like the regular ones. This does work really, really well with just a basic 1-to-1 ratio gluten-free flour substitution if you have to be gluten-free. These also freeze really, really well. I just slide them into a Ziploc freezer bag and I label whether they're gluten-free or regular, and we're ready to eat them. I basically pull them out at night and leave them on the counters to thaw out overnight, and then we have them in the morning. They are delicious, and they are such a tasty new spin on the old favorite of zucchini muffins. I will put the recipe for these on my website, and I will link that in the info box below. That way you'll have the printable recipe card, and it will be a whole lot easier than looking in the info box for the recipe, and you can just print it right off. Let me know if you've ever made anything like this. If you have a favorite recipe like this, I would love to hear about it. One thing that I love to do is use either the crookneck summer squash or golden zucchini for these, because I guess it's just a mental thing. I feel like the yellow goes better with the lemon, but as you can see, the green works great too. And that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the sweet baby noises provided by this one. And as always, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Share this if you think anyone might find it useful, and subscribe for more. We'll see you again soon. And say bye, friend.